That is a Thor Rise 18M Class B motorhome 2023. What we're going to talk about is rattles. I've had a Class C. Did it have rattles? Yeah. It was a Thor 4 Winds 22E 2021. Yeah, it had a few. I finally isolated them. I got most of these. I'll show you where they are for those of you that have a Thor Scope or a Thor Rise, same thing. And I'll show you. Start with what I can tell you about the underneath. The generator doesn't rattle. That's the good news. The bad news is this thing right here. That's the drain hose right there. You see that paper stuffed in there? When that little pipe bounces up and down, it rattles. Okay? So that's one. Two is, if I can show you, right over here, see the exhaust pipe? It is surrounded by a heat shield. The heat shield and the pipe rattle. That's two. Okay? So you'll have to figure out how to fix them yourself. Anyway, next, that's just the beginning. There's more. But I use this as my daily driver, and I got to unlock the door. How about that? So now we get in. Lovely vehicle, lovely. For my daily driver, for me, since I like to camp, and I like this type of vehicle now. I've only had it a month or less. But anyway, fortunately, this thing does good in low light because I have the power turned off to the RV part. But we'll start up here. I have a towel under this, okay? But what I do when I'm traveling is I take this off and put it over here on the bed, okay? Leave that there, leave this open, okay? But I bring it partially forward like that, this cover, and it'll stay there. But if you put it down, it rattles, okay? That's another one. So I got that cured. Another one is these doors. I close these doors and they hold together with magnets here. That's for the shower. So what I have to do is, to keep the doors from rattling, is stick some paper towel in the sides to keep them from rattling. It's real easy to do. You just push it in there. And then these things, of course, they slide open like that, and they're held by some rubber things. See these right here? You pull them around and they hold the doors. You know, why don't you just do that? Well, you could, but there's one rattle that I can't overcome here. And it's this thing. It's this sink. This folds out. And you've got your sink there. Well, even with all the stuff I've got jammed in there, and then I've got stuff behind, I've got a towel behind there forcing this out a little bit, trying to keep it from rattling, but this whole thing rattles. It's not just, hear that? What can you do about it? Well, you can keep jamming stuff in there, I guess. But what I found that works for me is, since I've isolated it and helped it a little bit with a sock and towel stuffed in behind there, what I do is I just close these doors and like this, like that, and then I put my stuff, I just stuff it in there like that while I'm driving on both sides. Why? Because it rattles on both sides. It's not going to just rattle on one side, it's going to rattle on both sides. So does that look good? Does that look like it was engineered by Thor? No. Do they know about this issue? Hell yes. But, you know, they all have it. You know, if one of them has it, they all have it because they come off the assembly line, you know, and they're all the same build, identical, okay? But anyway, for you guys that have a Thor, are there other rattles? Well, if there are, you create them, you know, like dishes and stuff and pots and pans. But I've got some of that non-slip stuff up here. Now, see, even those either have fallen down while I was traveling, they don't rattle. Why? Well, this is plastic. You understand? And so that's not going to rattle. So why do I leave them there? Because they're not making any noise. They're not guilty of anything. And then over here, of course, just stuff that doesn't rattle. And over here, same thing. Nothing going to rattle there. There's nothing up there to rattle. And then over here, I do one more thing. See this right here? This door right here rattles. So what I do, I have a pot here, and I have a towel in it to keep it from banging against the wall or the deal. And so I just pull that down a little bit, shut the door on that, and then when it doesn't rattle. So are there any others? I don't know. I'm getting them all knocked out. I mean, it rides pretty damn quiet right now. So anyway, for you rattle owners, you Class B rattlers, anyway, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye, buy anything you want. Use the Amazon link, drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, stand guard at the door of your mind, enjoy your life, and enjoy your health. Yeah, the rattles are just, you just have to isolate them. I mean, any motorhome that you're going to be in while you're driving, you're going to have rattles, okay? And sometimes they're a little harder to isolate than others. See this stuff right here? None of that rattles. None. And stuff in the refrigerator, whenever I'm traveling, I don't put two glass containers together. But anyway, guys, from Rattle Land, enjoy your life. Bye-bye.